home. We're going to take a look at the main markets, but before we start, as always, I need to stress that trading financial markets is unfortunately risky, and this is a risk that we'll lose all of our invested money. Please also note I'm going to provide you guys with some live technical analysis, and I'm going to give you guys my opinion on the markets, but that doesn't mean that you should just go out and do exactly what I'm saying. What most people do is that they have their own trading strategy, their own trading systems, their own view on the market, and then they just come to these webinars to get a take on my view and see if it matches with them, their view, and kind of see if they're missing something or not. Now, for more on that, just click here on risk disclosure. Okay, let's just get going. So let's begin, and let's begin just taking a look at client sentiment today. So for euro, you can see here that 61.1% of traders are short. That's actually a bullish outlook, because when most people are short, we should actually be long. If we take a look at something like the pound dollar, which is obviously one of the bigger pairs as well. Let's see if I can find it in the list here. If not, we just go to the actual sentiment page. Yeah, we'll go to the sentiment page, which you'll find up here. If people are also bearish on the pound, that could be an indication that maybe, let's go back and sell dollars. So here's the situation for the pound. Make it alphabetically. So pound USD is more neutral. 54% of shares are short, and 46 are short. So there's no really any strong commitment here for traders, which complicates the situation. And if we look here at the euro, it is a bit of a choppy range bound sort of situation right now, where markets are trading sideways between 121.52 and 125.56. And we went all the way up, right? And it's a bit difficult right now because, as you might know, the trend was bullish like that, and it made sense to buy on these declines, and the market rallied to the upside, right? And then the last time it moved down and took out the low. Got some people stopped out, like myself, and then the market went up. And because we were creating lower and lower highs, it made sense to sell here if you wanted to, and for this to go down. But the market moved all the way up, and it's very easy here for, like, most of bearish position to be stopped out, because if we take out 126.67, the market might potentially go to 125. So I anticipate more sideways action, and the only real levels that traders are trusting right now and that people are focusing on is like this whole section up here, and then you have this whole section down here where the market is bouncing off these lows here. So it is possible, if one would like to trade ranges. What people do is that they do something like this. They buy close to the lows to sell back in the middle, and then they sell around the highs for the price to come back to the middle. It is possible to do things like this. However, though, it's not really what I like to do. I like to trade trends. So in my case here, when I trade something like the euro, when it looks like this, I just ignore it. So again, market trading sideways between these two levels. It's very hard to say what's gonna happen next, but traders are on average short, which suggests to me that maybe we'll head a little bit to the upside. But really, the best strategy here for me is not to touch it at all. Here's the price of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin got rejected as it did try to take out this level, which is the major level. This is the 11,768 high, and it could be now that the market could potentially pull back to support. This is a major support level because it's the last swing low, and if we take out this little support level here, which is not that important, but if we take it out, which is the 11,069 level, the market could potentially head down to 10,247, and then we'll see. Maybe traders will look to buy here again around here, because here the risk is gonna be about 10%. If we swing back up to the high to make 14, the market continues to head to the upside, maybe 127. So if we take out this level, I think the market could probably go down, and then we'll see if it wants to bounce from here. Uh, I think the easiest thing is not necessarily to get involved in the sections here. I think the easiest part is just to wait for a break to 11,768. I think if we take out this level, it should open up for a push towards this high here, and then this high up here. So that's like the easy part. Here it's a little bit more complex. US oil is trading sideways, a bit like the euro. It's not a coincidence. The correlation between the euro dollar and crude oil is usually quite high. And we just did a trend line here connecting the December 6th and the December 14th low with the February 14th low. And as to construct this downward sloping resistance level or line, you have the February 2nd and the February 26th high. So the market is just showing sideways here. I suspect the market is gonna continue to narrow, and then eventually we will probably be able to go long when we break this upper level, and at one point potentially go short. However, the market is just trading sideways for now, so I don't know if it's gonna break up or down. Now here's gold, and gold, there's no major difference to this compared than with the euro. The market took out this high. The market was creating lower and lower highs. The market pushed above this level, moved down, and then moved back up again. And it did bounce from this first fib level. I just took a fib from this low to this high. But there's really no point on micromanaging this too much. Again, if you're trading some sort of a sideways, if you like that kind of stuff, it could potentially be possible for the market to do something like this, but it's not really what I enjoy doing. It takes time, these sort of markets. Here's German DAX. German DAX does what it does best. Took out the low and got everybody stopped out that was long, and then bounced back up. The market is short and bearish below this high, and it could be that traders are selling here right now. Technically, that's what the trend tells us, the short-term trend, and that the market should just roll over somewhere here, as long as you're above this high up here. And that's it. That's the markets that we're watching today. Let's just quickly take a look at the economic calendar before we wrap things up. So, is there anything interesting coming up today? Not really. No, just factory orders from the US, but I doubt it's gonna be a big market mover. You got some PMI numbers from Canada, but people don't really pay attention to these two. And Haldane is speaking later today at 6:15 p.m. GMT. So that could be a little bit of a market mover. Otherwise, there's nothing really here that should alter, like all these big levels I shared with you guys. There's nothing here that should cause the market to take out 121.52, or even in the DAX taking out 12,647. And that, guys, concludes today's market update. If you're watching this on Periscope, then don't forget you can come to tradecaptain.com and just click here on the live training room. We're always live here, and we're always live on YouTube, but we're not always online in Periscope. So if you like this stuff, don't forget to check out tradecaptain.com, and don't forget as well to check out our mobile app. So we have a mobile app, and that mobile app is this one. It looks like this. Within that mobile app, it should actually be possible to watch today's market updates. All right, and you can read the news, you can subscribe to webinars, and you can even see some educational videos there that are free to check out. And it is also possible to sign in and check out the premium educational videos as well. So check that out. It's free to download. You got it on App Store. You also have it on Google Play. I never actually double checked if I can watch the live streaming here. Yes, I can. So I can watch myself on the mobile app right now. So you can actually watch these webinars directly in the mobile app. which is quite cool. Okay guys, I'm gonna wrap things up. I want to thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.